Okay, today we will be doing the topic non-finite verbs. Now, what is a finite verb? There are two types of verbs, finite verb and non-finite verb. Finite verbs have limited agreement with the subject. Here, this verb indicates tense and change according to subject, person and number. And non-finite verbs, they have no agreement with the subject. This verb has no subject, person or number. We will be learning about non-finite verbs. Now here see, in non-finite verbs we are going to see these points: infinitives, participles and gerunds. Now what is this about? Here we have, we'll read this set of sentences. What do you notice about the highlighted words that are underlined? Now here we will read, I want to go home, Latika wants to go home, they want to go home. Now, what do you understand from this? We will read more about it. I am swimming, Mansi is swimming, they are swimming. Now see, in a sentence the verb usually changes its form according to the person and number of the subject. However, in the above sentence, the underlined words remain the same even when the subject changes. Over here see, underlined words are not changing, the number is changing. Here we have written want to go. To go is only coming. Over here again wants is coming, but here it is the same. Same thing over here. I am swimming, Mansi is swimming, they are swimming. It's not changing. Now here, when the verb in the sentence indicates the tense and changes according to the subject, we will call it the finite verb. A finite verb has a subject. Finite verb is having a subject. But the non-finite verb, the verb in a sentence that has no subject, person or number, is called a non-finite verbs. In these sentences, the highlighted verbs are finite verbs that change with the subject, while the underlined verbs are non-finite verbs. Now see, like this highlighted verb means I go to the market every day to fetch milk. Now underlined words are what? These are the non-finite verbs. This is the finite verb, and here he goes to the market every day to fetch milk. Again the underlined word is what? It is the non-finite verb. Now next, there are three kinds of non-finite verbs: infinitives, participles and gerunds. Let us learn about them in detail. Now what are infinitives? See, I want to buy some perfume, Indira wants to buy some clothes. In these sentences, the verb want is the finite verb and to buy is the infinitive. This way you can understand. See, want is what? Want is the finite verb and to buy is the infinitive. Infinitives are also called the to verb because to is usually a part of the infinitive form. Now, every time when the infinitive form of verb is there, the to will be attached to it. To we have to put with it. Now, infinitives can function as a subject or the object of a sentence. See how? I want to bathe. Now, this is an object. Here it is doing the work of an object, and here to delay is bad. Now, here it is doing the work of a subject. To delay is the subject over here. The infinitive can be the object of the verb and also modify by an adverb. That means many men prefer to work slowly. What is the infinitive doing over here? It can be an object of the verb and also modified by an adverb. Men slowly. How the men are working? We are getting the answer now. They are working slowly to work. Okay. Now an infinitive can also qualify an adjective or a noun. How it is qualifying the adjective? Let's see. Apples are sweet to eat. How are the apples? They are sweet to eat. Now to eat is an infinitive. Here it is showing the adjective. This is not the time to sleep. Again here adjective of time, it is showing to sleep. Now what is it telling? This is not the time to sleep. What is the time? This is not the time to sleep. It's telling you. Infinitives can also be the object of a preposition. Now how it is object to the preposition? See, the teacher is about to start. Teacher is about to start means the lesson, the chapter, the teacher is about to start. Now here about is a preposition and to start is infinitive. Take a look at these sentences. To steal is a sin, to eat too much is harmful. Now these sentences are grammatically correct but sound strange. Now read this sentence. Now it will sound, to steal is a sin. Now it is not sounding proper. To eat too much is harmful. It is a sin to steal. This is the proper way of writing. It is a sin to steal. It is harmful to eat too much. It is better to use it as the subject and the infinitive as the object in such sentences. Whenever these type of sentences are there, we can use it as a subject and we can write the sentence. It will sound in a proper way. Here it was not sounding in a proper way. Here it is sounding in a proper way. Now next. Now here, when the to plus verb form is used in a sentence and functions as a noun, it is called the infinitive. I told you to is attached to the verb, then it is called the infinitive. We usually use to with the infinitive, however it is not essential. When an infinitive is used without to, it is called a bare infinitive. Whenever, जब भी आप to के बिना verb को use कर रहे हो, तो वो bare infinitive कहलाएगा. Infinitive को use करोगे ना, और to नहीं लगाओगे तो it will be called bare infinitive. We use the infinitive without to after modal auxiliaries like must, can, should, shall, will, may, might, would and could. इनके आगे अपन to नहीं लगा सकते. To should नहीं होता ना, to shall, to will, ये wrong हो जाएगा. So that these are called bare infinitives. I must go home now. They might leave for Dehradun next week. यहाँ we are not using to over here. We use the infinitive without to after verb of perception like see, hear, watch, know, feel. For example, I saw Leena leave the house. Here also we are not using to. I felt an ant crawl up my leg. Again we are not using to over here. We use the infinitive without to after verbs like make, let, dare or need. For example, I made him speak. देखो यहाँ पर भी infinitive यूज किया है without to. Let me try this. How dare you touch my books? You need not solve these problems. We are not using to with the infinite over here. So these are the non-finite verbs. I will be giving you exercise. You have to just go through it. Thank you.